Okay, guys, can you hear me? Shall we start the class? Hello, is it audible? Hello, is it audible now? Can you hear me, guys? Hello, can anyone confirm? I can't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Please, can anyone say hi? I just changed the PC. Just make some sounds. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Mohan. Thanks for the confirmation. Yeah. So you can also hear me, right? Clearly. Yeah. It's a old PC. If anything happens, right? Uh, please don't mind. Session is also recording. All good. So I didn't share my screen, right? Just give me a minute. Let me share my screen quickly. రికార్డ్ ఉంది. యాక్చువల్‌గా ఏం జరిగిందంటే రికార్డ్ ఉంది. ఓపెన్ అయింది. సడెన్‌గా ఫైల్ చూస్తే కరప్ట్ అయిందని మెసేజ్ వచ్చింది. నా గుండెలు పేలిపోయాయి అట్లే. మళ్ళీ చెక్ చేస్తే సేవ్ అయ్యింది ఫైల్. థాంక్ గాడ్ సేవ్ అయింది. యాహ్! నో ప్రాబ్లమ్. 45 మినిట్స్ ఉంది రికార్డింగ్ సెషన్. సో యాహ్! సో ఏ లెంగ్త్‌కి ఆ లెంగ్త్ యాహ్! ఇప్పుడే అప్‌లోడ్ చేశా యాక్చువల్‌గా అది. యాక్చువల్‌గా నిన్నటివి యెస్టర్‌డే అండ్ ఐ విల్ అప్‌లోడ్ ఆల్ ద క్లాసెస్ యాక్చువల్లీ యెస్టర్‌డే అండ్ టుడేస్ క్లాసెస్. ఓకే. యాహ్! సో ఇప్పుడు చేస్తాం. యాహ్! టుడే విల్ డూ ఆల్ థింగ్స్. ఇట్స్ ఈజీ ఓన్లీ. వెరీ ఈజీ గైస్. వెరీ, వెరీ ఈజీ. అండ్ just only thing is if you whatever I'm saying right now in the class, right? If you're able to understand, then only it is easy. That's why I'm asking. Keep on asking. I just want to clear all your doubts and then I want to provide. I want to move to the next step. Okay. Oh, uh, no problem. I will explain you. Actually, I will explain you today, and I will record the sessions. Lab in the sense, I will tell you how to assign the IP addresses. What are the CLI modes? What are the things inside here? So just you can watch the video and you can just practice it. I will provide you the documents. Okay. In the document, every step by step is there. You can just follow the document and practice it. Practice it. That's it. Okay. Yeah. It's very straightforward. Yeah. I'm trying to connect HDMI cable. Uh-uh. Okay. Cool then. Mm, Let me download these videos, these files. It's not working. Actually, I want to buy a new computer, workstation, but today is Sunday, right? So that's why I was not able to. But next week, you will have a good lab. Also, I'm planning to, I'm planning to provide you, everyone, cloud labs. So you no need to maintain your own hardware. You can practice on cloud as well. But it will take some time. Okay. Still discussions are going on. That just a minute, guys. I'm setting up this cable. Yeah. Now I can. Okay. It's okay. Okay. You're able to see my screen, right? Clearly. Okay. Mac to Windows. Crazy. Okay. This is a CLI. Is it? Okay. Not like this. Okay. Oh God, dual screen. Does anyone having idea about dual screen in Windows? It's not showing my screen. You're not able to see my screen, right? Susanara? Yeah, yeah, I didn't share it actually. I'm just setting up my second screen. Just a second. Uh, what is that? Windows plus D, right? Windows plus D, it will minimize it actually. I just want to P for parrot or what? Yeah. Actually, it is mirroring the screen. Okay, duplicating. Screen sharing. I'm okay. Second screen only. Okay. This is yeah. Now I'm sharing the screen. Let's see. Extended screen extend, right? Yeah, got it. Thanks, Stravan. You're always savior for me. Okay, cool. Let me share my screen now. Are you able to see my screen? Uh, it's loading actually. Yeah, loading now. Okay, cool. So this is a CLI. You know, right? Once you load the device, see, once you load the device, you will see the login prompt, right? Once you load the device, you will see the login prompt. Yeah, please remember, okay, in real time also, in real Junos OS, once you purchase a new product, right? After buying a new product, we will connect our console cable to we connect our console cable to routing engine console port. Okay, one end we are connecting to the console port, another end we are connecting to the laptop, right? Once you open a partition, you will get the com port details and give the com port and give the serial number, and you will see this prompt. Does anyone doesn't know about this console session thing? Can you please raise your hands if anyone not aware of how to connect console? I have a PPT. I will share it. If you know, no problem. If you don't know, please raise your hands or ping me on WhatsApp. I'll share the PPT how exactly you need to connect through console. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now, so once you power on the device, you will connect the device through console, and then you will see this prompt. Okay? You have to give root is the default username. Okay, root is the default username, and then you will enter into the shell mode. What is the shell mode? This percentile. This is the shell mode. Okay, and you need to enter into the CLI, right? You need to type CLI. Then once you enter into the CLI, okay, you will see this is the operational mode. Directly you enter into the operational mode. In Cisco, you will have user execution mode, operational mode, and configuration mode. Here it is not like that. It is a shell mode. Directly you will see the shell mode. Okay. First enter the CLI in shell mode. Then you'll go to the operational mode. We have only two modes. One is operational mode. Another one is, see, if you see right here, you're able to see the screen, right? Let me zoom it a little. Mm, okay. Okay. Is it good? Is it good? Okay. Let me. Okay. It's good. Okay. So we have only two modes here. One is operational mode. This is called operational mode. In operational mode, you can execute all your show commands, and you can clear any interface errors, and you can monitor the traffic. You can do all the things. You can you can copy the files. See, just give question mark. See, just give question mark. You will see all available commands in operational mode. So just give question mark. See, it will show you what are the possible completions here. See, commit, copy, all, file, save, run, set, lot of things. So all you will see here. So uh, right now I'm on configuration mode actually. That's why it is showing all these things. Let me exit it from here. Okay. See, I'm on operational mode. This less than symbol is represents operational mode. So in operational mode, if you give question mark, see, it will show you all the possible completions. You can clear any interface errors or any alarms, and you can configure. If you want to enter into the configuration mode, suppose if you want to configure anything, either interface IP addresses or anything, okay, you can enter into the configure mode. There is no configure terminal here. Just enter configure. Okay, there are lot of beautiful and very shortcut commands, and you will love with Juniper CLI. Okay, so there are a lot of shortcut commands, and be focused. Okay, so these are all. See, in Cisco we have a monitor command, but you cannot get a precise capture. But in Juniper you will get monitor traffic interface. What traffic you can, if you want to do packet capture, right? You can use monitor command. Okay, you can initiate a ping. These are the tools. Okay, these are the show commands, SSH, telnet, traceroute. Traceroute is another beautiful feature from Juniper. You can capture the packet based on your requirement. If you want to capture particular SNMP traffic or OSPF traffic or BGP traffic, right? Yeah. In Cisco, you have debug command. Okay. Yeah. So these are the things. And coming to right, I'm explaining about CLIs. Okay. CLI. So this is a CLI. CLI, you will see operational mode. So this is operational mode. You can run all the commands. I show you, right, monitor, troubleshooting commands and all. Now enter into the configuration mode. Try to assign IP address on interface. Okay. So before going to do that, in this PPT, okay, let me open here. Okay, here I'm typing MX480 device. Okay, if you see this image, okay, it's very slow. Come on. See, if you see, right, this is the backside. So you will see 4 power supplies, 2 active, 2 standby. Like this we have. See, if you see, right, these are the line cards where you have to insert, right? These are the empty ports. Whatever the line cards you want, you can insert it. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to show you one naming convention. So so in lab you cannot see that information. However, I want to explain the real how exactly the interfaces looks like. Okay, if you see, right, this is 0, blue color one, right? This is 0 and 1. These are the routing engines here. This is MX480. Earlier I discussed about MX960. Now this is MX480. Please remember. Okay, in MX480 you have only 8 line cards and 4 sorry, 2 routing engines, same 1 plus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 line cards. Okay, so in the 6 line card, suppose you can see, right, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Suppose this is the line card 3, I mean FPC slot 3. Okay, suppose this is a third slot and this is the port number 1. So what is the interface name? 3/1. Okay, this is the FPC slot 3. Okay, FPC slot 3. Let me try to copy this image here and uh, uh, um, PPT, right? One second. uh, Let me open the PPT, any PPT. Sorry guys, this PC little slow. Oh, mm. Yes, yes, it is recording. Don't worry, it's recording. See, it is. I have the device already. So when I was talking about routing protocols, I used to discuss a lot of information. So, so this is okay. Just I'll copy here. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Come on, come on. Okay. Okay. If you see right here, so suppose this is a line card. Any line cards. Let me paste it here. Whether yeah, this is a device right here. If you see right, I'm just maximizing it. Okay. Okay. So this is a line card number three. Okay. So this is a line card number three. Okay. This is a port number one. This is the port number two, port number three, port number four, like that. Okay. So how you will name the port? This is line card number three, right? It's 3/0. Everything will start from zero. Okay. So it's 3/0, 3/1, 3/2, like that. Okay. The port naming will be like that. Okay. Please remember. Okay, I will share the video, the basic video about how you have to identify the port numbers, how you connect the console. So I have the hardware detail, the PPT. I will share it with you. Just go through it. Okay, here I am trying to tell you how you will identify the port number 3/0, 3/1, 3/2 based on the line card. Suppose if the port is available on port number 2, if you're trying to connect the cable at port number 2, on line card 2, right? So it will start with line card 2, and wherever you connected, right? That is the interface name. That is the port number of whatever the number it is, right? It's 1 or 2 or 3. It will be 2/1, 2/2, like that. However, in our lab, so this is virtual, right? You will see all EM zeros, okay? EM0, EM1, like that. See, so to check the interface status, what is the command? Show interface ters. In Cisco, we use IP keyboard. Here we don't use any IP keyboard. Okay. Show interface ters is the command, and you can see all the interfaces details. In the real time, you won't see like this. You will see the real interfaces like G 0/0/1, G 0/0/2, like that. Since it is a lab, right? The interfaces names will be represented here. Okay, like this. Okay, these are the interfaces we have. So how to check? So by default in Juniper, all the ports are up. Okay, all the ports are up. It is not like admin down and like that. So by default, the ports are admin up. Okay, you no need to do shutdown on here. There is no such a command shutdown. So disable and deactivate, such kind of things are there. I'll explain you one by one. Okay, how to check the show interface details? Show interface thus. If you want to practice along with me, open a CLI and type whatever I'm typing it and verify it. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't set up your laptop, I'm recording this session. You just open the recording session and practice it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me open the this document. Okay. We have two modes. I explained it. One is operational mode, one is configuration mode. So let me enter into the configuration mode here. Just click on configure and enter. That's it. So I am trying to configure an IP address on interface. One interface, EM0. Okay. I'm trying to configure. So how to configure? Simple. Interface. So you should not give like that. Here we use keyword called set. Set is a keyword. Set in the sense we are assigning, we are configuring something on that interface. Okay. We are using the keyword of set. Set interfaces em0.0. Please remember, by default in Juniper we use sub interfaces. Okay. we have a lot of features. So by default, we use sub interfaces like dot zero. Dot zero is a sub interface. You can create a dot one as well. It's an encapsulation. So by default, we can create a sub interfaces. So since we are not using any VLANs or any something, right? So by default, it will be dot zero, em0 dot zero. Okay, by default, it will create a sub interfaces. Please remember. Okay, set interfaces em0. I'm trying to assign IP addresses on this em0 interface, whatever interface it is. Okay, em0 dot zero, and we are assigning IPv4 address, right? So each and every IPv4 and IPv6, it is having a family. A family, which family it is belongs to you? Is it belongs to IPv4 family or IPv6 family? I'm going to assign the IPv4 address, so it belongs to IPv4 family. So we have a different types of families. Okay, IPv4 and IPv6. All IPv4 routing table will be stored in inet.0. We have different types of routing tables. inet.0 is a global routing table. If you configure any IPv6, right, it's a Juniper certification question. All IPv6 routes will be in inet 6.0 table. We'll configure it. Okay. So interfaces em0.0 family inet, sorry, family inet. You can see right here. Yeah, family inet.0 is the default inet. Okay, inet.0. It will take inet.0 by default. Okay, and next is address. What is the address? Suppose I'm taking 192.168.1.1. Sorry, 192.168.1.1. Okay, the beautiful part of here is you don't need to give subnet mask. You just give slash notation, slash 24 slash 25, whatever it is. You don't need to type 255.255.0.0. Just give slash notation by default subnet mask. That's it. See, I have assigned the IP address. See, the thing is, once you assign the IP address, it will not implement quickly. Okay, it may have some syntax errors also. It may have some issues also. Okay, so until unless you save the configuration, this IP address will not apply on this interface. You must save the configuration. What is the command to save the configuration? Commit. Okay, you have different types of commits here. Okay, commit confirm, commit and quit, commit check. Okay, I will explain you what is in real time scenario what we used in as a Juniper Tag Engineer. Suppose this router is a very critical router and you are making some changes on this router. Okay, and you, after making changes on this router, you are not sure it will work or not. In case if any impact on this device, the device will lose, right? So what we can do commit confirm. If you do commit confirm, right, it will execute the configuration for 10 minutes. After that, it will roll back it. Okay, roll back in the sense it will come back. So what we can do for testing purpose in real time, if you want to do any configuration, right? After configuring everything on the device, we'll do commit confirm 2 minutes or 1 minute. We'll give 1 minute. If you don't give any minutes, right? It by default will take 10 minutes. Okay. By default it will take 10 minutes. Generally, we used to give 1 minute for real time. I'm telling you the real time things. Okay. Once you give this, okay. Once once you give this, right? Whatever the committed configuration, right? Whatever the what configuration we have done, we are just assigning the IP address. Whatever you have configured IP address on this interface, that will be gone after 1 minute. Okay, after 1 minute. So this is the commit confirm thing, and another one is commit check. So commit check, always do commit check. Always, once you configure anything on the Juniper device, guys, this will help you in real time. This is not belongs to JNCIA, but I am teaching you. So I'm teaching minimum things you should remember. The what are the prerequisite things. If you want, if you have done a JNCA certification, you should have a Juniper CLI everything, right? So I'm teaching you everything here. So minimum Okay. So commit check, what it will do, it will check your syntaxes and the hierarchy. Hey, whatever I have configured, it is correct or not. So once do commit check, it will tell you, oh, it is showing some error. What is it is showing error? This is another Juniper certification question. What it is saying? Missing mandatory statement, root authentication. See, these are the Linux based systems, Unix based systems. Once you enter into the device, you should configure root authentication. So initially we use root user and we entered it. There is no password. Now you entered here. You need to configure a root authentication. So until unless you configure your root authentication, it will not commit, it will not execute, it will not save any configuration. Okay. Now see, one by one I'm telling you. Okay. So how you need to configure root authentication? Simple. Set the system, right? This is system hierarchy. See, actually, I would like to show you one thing. Show compare. See, if you see, right, whatever you configured, it is showing in a programming way, programming language format. It's using dictionaries, open a dictionary, right? So it should display like this. So show compare is a command. Whatever the commands you entered, right, it will show you this plus, right, plus symbol. It is showing whatever the configuration is there. This is uncommitted configuration. That is called candidate configuration. Uncommitted configuration is called candidate configuration. It means it is not yet committed, it is not yet saved, and it is not yet implemented. It is just configured and stored in candidate configuration. Okay. Once you do commit, it will move to the active configuration, and you won't see here in candidate configuration. Okay. So one by one, I'm showing you. So first what I uh, which one I have explained. First we configured IP address on the interface. Then I show you until unless commit, it won't execute the configuration, right? Within the commit, we have several options. Commit confirmed. If you're doing any, if you're saving any configuration on the production device, you need to always do commit check. So so we try to do commit check. We miss to configure the root authentication password. You need to configure the root authentication password before going to assign root authentication and committing the config. I just want to show you this as well. This is the uncommitted config we used to call candidate config, which is not saved yet. Okay. Okay. Now I'm assigning root authentication password. What is that? Set system hierarchy. This is the system hierarchy. We are assigning the password to the system, right? That's why set system root authentication. We have bunch of you know formats. You can use any type authentication type. Okay. Generally they use plain text password only. If you want to use SSH, RSA or something encrypted password, you can use it. Okay. I'm just using plain text password. Okay. I'm giving password as Ramesh @123. Okay. So same Ramesh @123. If you generally I given a wrong password. So first password and retype password I given a wrong password. Let's see how it will show you. See, it is not taking. The password are not equal, aborting, right? So you need to configure a password which should match plain text password. So now just Ramesh @123, enter. Ramesh @123, enter. That's it. Now the password has been taken. Okay. Now let's do commit check. Is there any syntaxes or anything required to configure? So always do commit check. Okay. This commit command you will see in Cisco iOS XR. Okay. Cisco is copied Juniper architecture. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, configuration is succeeded. It means there is no issue with your configuration. Now you can do commit. Since if it is a production device, you can do commit confirm. See, commit confirm. I'm doing commit confirm. 1 minute I'm giving. So I'm committing it whether it is working or not. Just checking. Okay. See. Okay. So it's committing it. Once after committing it, I'll check whether the IP address is assigned on interface or not. After 1 minute, right, it will do rollback automatically. See what it is showing. Hey, after so commit confirm will be rolled back within a minute. Okay. So I'm checking show run interface task. Okay. See IP address is assigned. See IP address is assigned right on this interface. After 1 minute, it will roll back automatically. See, commit confirm will be rolled back automatically within 1 minute. Means after 1 minute, the configuration will go on. So before 1 minute, if everything is working fine, right, you can issue commit. You can issue commit so that it won't roll back. Okay. Before rollbacking it, right? Before rollback, what it will do? It will go to the previous config where we don't have any IP address on EM0. Okay. Yeah. So you need to commit. So generally we give 2 minutes or 3 minutes. If everything working fine after doing after applying configuration and we are able to access the device, if all commit right, you can execute commit command and now the configuration is done and it will not go rollback. Now you can see show compare. You won't see any configuration in show compare. There is no candidate configuration. See, it is the configuration is committed, it is applied on the device, and that is called active configuration. Now this is called active configuration. Okay. If you want to see what are the configuration you are in your router, right, you can see show display set. That's it. Show display set. So it will show you what are the configuration you have done. So what I have done, I just configure IPv4 address. Now let's check show route. So it won't take because we are on configuration mode. If you want to execute show commands in configuration mode in Cisco, we use do. Here we use run. Okay, run show. This is the another Juniper certification, latest Juniper certification question. If you want to run a show commands in configuration mode, what command you will use? Run. Okay, please note it down, guys. Run show route routing table. To check the routing table, this is the command. See inet.0. You will see all IPv4 addresses. If you want to see, I'm telling you another Juniper certification question. If you want to see IPv6 addresses, right? What is the command? Run show route inet 6.0. So all the IPv6 addresses will be stored in this table. Okay. Run show route table. I think table. Okay. Run show route table inet 6. See, nothing is showing. inet 6.0. I think we haven't configured any IPv6, right? That's why it is not showing anything. Yeah, we haven't configured any IPv6 address on any interface. That's why we don't see. This is a loopback. I think this is a different thing. So if you configure any IPv6 address here, right? So it maybe we can see it. Okay. So let me configure any IPv6 address quickly. Okay. Uh, so let me configure on the same interface. You can configure IPv6 on the same interface also. Okay. So what is the command? Set family, set interfaces. Set interfaces em1.0. I'm taking another interface. Set interfaces, interface name, and family. Which family we are configuring now? inet 6. Okay, inet 6 address. Okay, so I didn't teach you IPv6, right? So uh, no problem. Just let me take one IPv6 address. just like global unicast or anything. Okay, some IPv6 address I'm taking it. Okay, no problem. We can give. So it should be six actually. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. So this is the address I have assigned. So let me do commit check if we have any mistakes in the syntax. Okay, it's done. Now I am doing commit. Okay, it will save the config. Guys, please stop me if you're not understanding anything. Okay. So I'm checking run show route inet6. So IPv6 routing table we can see in. So the command is run show route table inet6. See, now you are able to see, right? Whatever the IPv6 information, right here you will see it. So this is we covered 4 to 5 examination questions within this CLI. Okay, yeah, please remember it. Okay, now, yeah. So let me go through each and everything whatever we have discussed right so far. We have discussed operational mode and configuration mode, and here I have explained in detail actually. You can see hierarchy level, protocol hierarchy, and interface hierarchy, and you will see everything. Okay, let me type enter here. Okay, okay. This is the configuration mode navigations. So hierarchy we will have hierarchy, two different hierarchy, guys. I will teach you one more thing. Suppose suppose if you want to assign multiple things on this interface in this hierarchy. So in this hierarchy, if you want to assign anything, right? Suppose where is it? Okay, here. Okay. Suppose if you want to have multiple configuration within the interfaces, right? So you configure interface em1.0, next you configure interface em0.0, you configure interface em2.0. So here you're configuring, trying to configure multiple interfaces. So you no need to enter set interface multiple times. Instead, you can go just edit hierarchy. What is hierarchy? Interfaces. So you are under interfaces hierarchy. So what you need to give, just set em2.0 family inet address and IPv4 address. Got it? It is clear. So if you're trying to configure multiple things on under the same hierarchy, interface hierarchy, under the same interface hierarchy, you no need to enter each and every time set interface like that. You just go into this hierarchy, edit interface, and just proceed from the here. Okay, initially it will be difficult to remember, but after getting familiar with this Juniper CLI, you will enter it, you will this feature. Okay, guys, this is another Juniper certification question. So what are the configuration methods you will see in Junos CLI? One is edit interfaces, another one is configure. This ash symbol, configure. Okay, yeah, these are the two things. Okay, suppose I want to show you one thing. So I'm taking set in em2.0 family inet dot address, right? I'm trying to address, I'm trying to configure another IP address 192 something from another network 192.168.10.1/24. Okay, let me do show compare. This is the candidate configuration, means it is uncommitted configuration. See, it is uncommitted configuration. I'm committing now. Okay, let it commit. And what are the commits you have? So come to exit now. Ah, exit. Okay, now please remember If you want to see how many configuration changes I have made, how many commits I have done so far, if you want to check that information, show system commit. So it will show you how many commits you have done, by which user, okay, which user, how they are done through CLI. They, this is a username. Generally, when you join in any company, right, it will show you your username, okay, and the timestamp and the date and timestamp, how many commits you have done, everything it will show you. So you have done commit confirmed also here, right? So everything here it will show you. Okay, these are the commits. See how many commits it is. This is the latest commit. Rollback 0. So these are 0 to 11. So total how many active configuration it will store? These are all our active configurations. So these all are active configurations. How many commits you have done, right? All are active configuration. How much it will store? 0 to 49. This is another Juniper certification question. Okay, 0 to 49 means total how many? 50. You need to count 50 as well. So how many candidate configurations the Junos CLI will store? 50. Okay, 50 configurations. Remember, 50 active, that is called active configuration database. Okay, yeah. And one more thing. Now you configured interface. See, you configure show interface does EM2 this IP address. I don't want this configuration anymore. So not only this configuration, whatever the configuration you have made recently, right? So recently configuration is what is that? Rollback 0, right? So this is not rollback 0. Rollback 0 will be always a candidate configuration. This rollback 0 is reserved for candidate configuration, in the sense when you enter into the configuration mode, you will do some configuration without committing, right? You will execute show compare command here. Show compare before committing. So whatever the configuration you added here, right, that will show you. This configuration will store in zero block, zero block. Okay, so this is candidate configuration. These all are active configurations. 1, 2, 3. So recently committed configurations. So active configuration means committed configurations, and 0 means it's a candidate configuration which is not yet committed. Okay, now so the feature is, I don't, whatever the committed, whatever the changes I have made recently, right, I want to go back. So if you want to go back, what you have to do, you have to remove, right? In Cisco there is no such a feature. What you have to do, whatever you have configured wrongly, right, you need to remove the commands by using no keyword. Here it is, here we have a beautiful feature. You can simply go roll back. So you need to enter into the configuration mode. So what is the recent committed which I have done? This is the one. This is the active configuration. In this configuration, what I have done, I have configured this 10.1 IP. If you don't want this configuration, right, simply you can execute rollback 1. I'll show you how many rollbacks we have. See, these are the rollbacks we have. You can enter into anything. If you execute rollback 1, right, so it will go to the, it will load the previous configuration. See, I'm entering rollback 1. Now let me see what is the configuration which is not committed now. See, all the configuration is removing minus, 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 right? Is it clear? When you use rollback, right? If you want to go rollback previous configuration, you can just call that block. Okay, you can just call that block. Okay, it will load that. It will remove the configuration automatically. Okay, then if you commit, if you do commit, right, now this configuration will be gone if you do commit. Okay, so this is a rollback option. If you want to load this configuration, right, rollback 3, all the configuration whatever you have done, right, at block 3 it will remove. Okay, yeah. So guys, when you do commit, right, they will do comment, they will do comment. What they will do, like some, to remember the things, right, I'm removing unnecessary I'm removing unnecessary, or uh, I'm uh, uh, I'm removing unnecessary, or this configuration is not required. This config is not required. Okay, I cannot give space here, but yeah. So you can mention to remember the things, right? You can mention like this, so that once when you do commit, right? Okay, when you do commit, right? It's a syntax error. Okay, commit comment. Let me show. I think you should not give any space. So you just need to comment it. Okay. This config is not required. That's it. So whatever it is, when you do commit, you can make a comment on it. So you can see the things on rollback. So show system commit, under show system commit, you will see all this information. Guys, is it confusing or what? See, if you do rollback, right? Rollback and question mark. See, recent one, it will not show you here. Let me see it. Show system commit. It will show you. See, the latest configuration is this, and the comment you will see. This config is not required. That's how always in the production environment, lot of people log into the router. They will make changes. So you can simply comment on it. What are the changes you're doing on it? Okay. When they want to roll back it, right? Based on the requirement, they will roll back it. Okay. This is This is all about Juniper features, guys. And one more feature I'm going to show you. So you know the rescue keyword, right? Rescue keyword during floods, the military team will rescue us. They will save a lot of lives, right? Similarly, Juniper have the military subscription. Okay, when your device, someone is logged into the device, they have messed up with the configuration. They configured something on the device, and something happened. You're not able to correct it, and the time is getting over, and you have the huge impact on the network. Okay, someone logged on the device, someone from your team by mistakenly removed some configuration, and you can roll back it. Okay, you can roll back it, but it is still not working. Something is missing, and it's not working. So that in that case, what you can do, you can save the current configuration, current working configuration, whatever the working configuration, right? You can do rescue. So there is a there is a command. So rescue. So what you can do, you can configure a rescue configuration. So that whenever the impact is happening, right, you can just rescue the you can just load the rescue configuration. So it will load the rescue configuration, and your device will be your device will be online. Okay, you got it right, what I'm saying. Some If anyone is logging the device and they try to remove some files, some configuration, anything, right, you can just load the rescue configuration. How to tell the device this is a rescue configuration? You need to tell the device, hey, currently the device is working fine, take this configuration as a rescue configuration. So what is the command here to configure a rescue? Here it is there. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, I think another document it is having. Okay, maybe. Okay, let me configure it. Okay, guys, is it understandable? There are a lot of features in Juniper, so one by one we are discussing it. Okay. Okay, save the current. uh, yeah. Yeah, we are configuring the IP address on the interface. We need to configure the IP addresses on the interface, right? See, these are the layer 3 devices. They need IP addresses. That is clear, right? Is that clear? Yeah, yeah. So here, this is a lab device. That's why it is showing EM interfaces. Okay. Initially, I told you, right? It's a lab device. See, show interface does. It's a lab device. That's why it is showing as the EM interfaces. But in real time, it will not show you like this. It will show G1/0/1. It will show gigabit or QFX port 100G, right? ET interfaces, ET1/0/1. Like that, it will show you. Okay. Since it is a lab devices, that's why in lab, these are the gigabit interfaces only. If you open your Juniper, right? Let me open here. See here, if you see, right, configure template. Okay. See here, network settings. See, this is a gigabit Ethernet interface. 1000 Mbps. Okay. These are the type of interfaces. Okay. Yeah. So it is taking EM as a naming convention, interface naming convention. Okay. Yeah. Is it clear? Yeah. Yeah. So EM1 is EM1 is a logically, it's a interface one. Dot zero is a sub interface. So what do you mean by sub interface? We are creating one interface into multiple interfaces. Okay. So initially in Cisco, until unless you configure the sub interfaces, it will won't create it. But in Juniper, it is mandatory to create a sub interface. That is a syntax. That is a mandatory syntax. It will start with dot zero. Don't say point here. It's a dot zero. So why we create a sub interfaces in Cisco or anywhere? We will use VLANs. If you want to communicate between two VLANs, we will encapsulate it with the tag. Okay, to accept the packets. Okay. Similarly, here also we can use sub interfaces by default. It is having multiple features. So that's why the syntax is you have to start with dot zero. You can use anything, any number, but the point to point should be the same number. Suppose if here I have taken only one router, right? Let me take another router here. Okay, so I'm giving a connection here. Okay, so in image here it will show you E0/0 E0/1, but actual connections are, it's not like that. What we are seeing on the device EM0.0. Okay, similarly here also it should be EM0.0. If you give EM0.1, the interface will not come up because the encapsulation is different. Okay, you have to give the same naming convention, EM0.0. Okay, so Juniper. So in real time it is like this: GE1/0/0.0. Here any interface you can say GE2/0/1 dot uh, dot zero, like this. Okay, this is the uh, real name of the port. In practically you will see this kind of uh, you know thing on the port. Generally it is a GE is 2/0/1 only, but when you configuring the IP address, right, you have to take a sub interface. Anything you have to take it. That is a syntax you need to follow. That is a Juniper syntax. Okay. Yeah. If you need in Cisco, if you need sub interfaces, then only you will create a sub interfaces. But here it is not like that. Mandatory you can take it because Juniper having a multiple features. They are using multiple sub interfaces because it's a completely hardware device, right? They will use the hardware properties. Suppose it's a 1 Gbps interface, so you can create a 10 sub interfaces and use each one in sub interface as a 10 Mbps speed. Assign 10 Mbps speed, 100 Mbps for each sub interfaces. Okay, yeah, and you will see there is one more thing: logical systems in Juniper. If you want to create a huge labs, you just needed two routers connections. That's it. By using logical systems, you can configure a big labs. Okay, so there are a lot of features in Juniper. I will explain only whatever whatever we required here. However, I'm explaining a lot of things. Okay, it depends on your interest. Okay, yeah. Okay, so is it clear? We are trying. I'm trying to say something actually. Where I'm actually, where exactly I was talking. Yeah, this rollback thing, right? This rollback thing. Okay. Now, uh, where I am exactly. Okay, here. I just roll back it, right? Did I roll back it? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Nice, nice. All it's a best practice, I'm telling. It's not mandatory. If you're confident enough, that's why it will tell you. See, it will tell you all the errors. If you do any mistakes while configuring, right, it will tell you all the errors. Okay. If you without commit check, if you initiate commit, right, it will take several time. It will take 1 minute, 2 minutes of time to verify each and every line, and it will display an error. Commit is not succeeded because of this error. So it's a better practice, right? Whether whatever you configured, whether it is succeeded or not, just verify it before going. It's a best practice. Okay. If it is a small config and you're pretty sure it's working fine, right? You can execute it directly. In case if it is having any error, it will display it. But always do commit check. It's a best practice. Okay. It will check the entire uh, configuration line by line. Okay. Yeah. So no, no, no. Show system, show system, show system commit. It will show you the latest config. This is the latest config we did it, right? We just roll back it and we did latest. But remember, when you configure anything, right? How many databases we have? 0 to 49. So 0 is the candidate database, candidate configuration, the configuration which is not saved. Okay, which is not saved. Whatever it is you are removing or anything, it is not saved. Okay, the unsaved configuration will be stored in 0 block. All active configurations will be stored in 1 to 49. Yeah. Yes, you can use it. You If you want to call it, you can use rollback. If you want to see, right, you can see it here. Show show configuration, right? Pipe. I think rollback. Show configuration. There is a command. 1 second. PQR. You can see the all rollback configuration, whatever it is. Show configuration. Show system configuration. I think. Show system rollback. Yeah. Show system rollback. Yeah. Here. Show system rollback. See 0 to 49. Right. 0. You can remove it. You want to see the configuration, right? Let's see one. See what happened in one. See, you will see all the config. This is the rollback one configuration. The data block one configuration you will see. You can verify it. You can recall it. You can verify this configuration, right? Okay, whatever the configuration it is having 10.1, it is having 1.1, everything. Okay, this is the configuration block one, and you can go to the configuration mode. Okay, go to rollback one. So what it will do? It will load all configurations. See, show compare. This is the uncommitted configuration. This is the candidate configuration. See, it's just adding it, right? We're just doing rollback one. Okay. So if you do, see, by mistakenly you have added it, right? If you want to remove it, right, just give rollback 0. You don't need to do commit. You just give rollback 0. It will remove the candidate configuration. Okay. If you just give rollback 0, it will remove the all candidate configuration, unsaved configuration. See, so compare. See, it's gone. If you load for this, you no need to do commit check on anything. Okay, just give rollback 0 always. Suppose in real time, if you're trying to give any configuration and it is the wrong configuration, you want to delete it, right? If you want to delete the configuration, you need to use the delete keyboard. Instead of typing all the commands, you just do rollback 0. Whatever you configure it, everything will be cleared in the candidate configuration block. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to configure. See, if I trying to exit, right, it will show you nothing. It is showing. Yeah, it's gone. It's empty. So I'm trying to discuss about rescue configuration. They will ask two questions on rescue thing. Okay, why we need rescue configuration? It's like an emergency configuration where the device is when the device is operationally working fine, right? You can configure that configuration as a rescue configuration, and somebody logged on the device and somebody did some changes on the device, and if you want to the device, if you need, if you want to bring back that device online, right, you can load the rescue configuration. First of all, if you want to load the rescue configuration, you should have the rescue configuration. So show system alarms, right? Actually, in real device, if you don't configure rescue configuration, it will show a alarm. Hey, in this device, there is no rescue configuration. So please configure a rescue configuration. So you can check it. Is there any existing rescue configuration or not? Currently, uh, okay. Currently, let's current configuration is rescue configuration, right? So what is the command? Request system hierarchy. We are asking the system request system configuration, just whatever it is, right? It's the rescue, and we are saving it. Just save it. If you want to save it, save it. If you want to delete it, delete it. So the current configuration I'm mentioning as a rescue configuration. So it is saving the rescue. Okay, this is a rescue configuration. And if you want to see this, right, show system configuration rescue is a command. Okay, show system configuration rescue. Yeah. So it will show you all the rescue configuration. Okay. So before going to load the rescue configuration, you can just show the system configuration, do it. So if you want to load the rescue configuration, simple rollback rescue. For rollback command will always execute in configuration mode. So rollback rescue. That's it. It will load the rescue configuration. Okay. This is the information about rescue. They will ask you 2 questions on it. Okay. Yeah, I think I am not for. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. I didn't get you. I didn't get you. Can you come again, please? Yeah, show system configuration rescue. Don't worry, everything is documented actually. I will give you my document. Okay. Yeah. If you are parallelly practicing, no problem. You can do it. Okay. Yeah. So this is the information, guys, about rescue configuration. So you can see the hierarchy level we have discussed. See, this is also we have discussed, right? So we must configure the root password, right? So you must configure the root password. So uh, when you powered off and powered on the device, right, it will ask you your root password. Please remember the root password always. Okay. Yeah. And this is it. See, clear. So this is a possible completion in the operational mode. So So we have done all verifications. Okay. And the next one is file archive. I want to show you file archive. See, if you want to compress the files, right? See, when you join a company, suppose in your company organization, uh, there are a lot of Juniper devices. There is an issue with the Juniper device, and you created a Juniper tag case. Okay, you open a ticket with the tag case, or else if you want to analyze the issue offline, if you want to do some research what exactly happened at the time of issue, why the protocol went down, why the hardware went down. If you want to do some research, right, that is called analysis. To, to do analysis, you need a log files. So in the log files, for each and every timestamp, it will it will trigger a log. Something at the time of if something at the timestamp, right? If it is happening anything like if it is failing down, power supply down, or protocol down, or anything, right? It will trigger all the logs. So to do analysis, you need a logs. So if you want to compress the files, right, you can use the file archive and compress, and you can give source and destination. The path you can give it, and you will see all the combinations, and you can save the compressed files. Actually, for file archive, we used to execute in you know uh, lot of customers are using it actually to provide the logs to the Juniper engineers, right? Juniper tag case. If you want to upload logs into the Juniper tag case, so you have to execute this command and compress the files in TCG and upload to the TFTP server. Yeah. So yeah, switch between operational mode and configuration mode. What you need to give if you want to come back from operational mode to here, right? So just you need to give exit. That's it. Okay, exit. Okay, and one more thing. If you want to check the version, if you want to check the version, same command show version. So what you will see, you will see the version of the device. And if you want to see the device information, how many line cards, what line cards I'm using, what is the serial number of each line card, right? The command is show chassis, chassis hierarchy, show chassis hardware detail. See, this command will be not applicable since it is a lab device. Okay, but this is a examination question. Please note it down. Show chassis hardware detail is the command. Okay, show chassis hardware detail is the command to check the hardware information. I have the files. Okay, let me see here if I have the files. I have a RSA file, real files. Okay, Juniper real files. Okay, 1 second. Let me try to. Yeah, let me open a real file. Okay, quickly. Request Notepad plus plus. Let me open Notepad plus plus. Yeah, I will show you the command. I have the real device logs. I'll show you now. So guys, you know, after today class, you can directly write for Juniper exam. You will clear it easily. Okay. Yeah. See, let me open RSI. I have a lot of information here. RSI, where is here. See, see, this is the real logs, guys. Please, are you able to see the screen? Is it clear? How to zoom? How to zoom? Okay, file. Let me know if you're able to see. Are you able to see my screen, guys? La. So you're seeing, right? You're seeing the screen, right? Yeah. I zoomed it actually. You're able to see, right? The screen. Logs also showing it, right? For you. Yeah, you're able to see clearly. Okay. So this is the RSA file, request support information. It is having the set of commands. When you run the request support in, let's see here, request support information. When you run this command, it will execute a set of commands. So set of show commands so that it will show you all the information. So this is called when you run a RSI, right? It will show you show version detail no forwarding. It will show you this is MX480 and this is the version which is using. This is the host name of this. Okay. Now if you go down, so just do Control F, show commands. You can see find all. Fine. Here, right? Show system codems. See, show chassis alarms. So it will show you alarms on the device. See, this is the command I was talking about. This is the examination question. So if you run show chassis hardware detail, what it will show you? It will show you the chassis number and chassis serial. If anything happened to the hardware, right, you can give the serial number. Otherwise, if anything happened to the routing engine only, you will give the routing engine serial number. This is a routing engine serial number and this is a routing engine model. Okay, and you will see what are the interfaces it is connecting. So these are the routing engine. Okay, these two are the routing engine. Okay, and next you will see the control boards. All the hardware equipment you can see. These are the control boards, and these are the FPC slot 0. We have insert MS DPC card, multi-service DPC card, and MPC 3D card. DPC card as well as MPC card. So 16 10G ports, it will have MPC 3D 16 10G ports. Okay. So these are the SFPs, each SFPs and SFP serial numbers. If you see right, if it is built in right, built in means it's already built in and you cannot, it is not a removable thing. It's a built in thing. Okay. If anything happened to this right, you have to remove the entire product. Okay. Yeah. So you can see how many FPC slots, how many interfaces it is connecting, and what are the serial number for each and every slot. You will see here. This all are serial numbers. It's a MX480 only. You will see it's all part number and the serial number. So if anything happened to this product, right, particular part, you can raise a JTAG case and you will provide serial number to them. They will give a new product to you. Okay. This is to check all. And I told you, right, what are the daemons we are running, RPD, MGD. This is the command, show system process extensive. So it will show you all the commands. See, MGD and RPD and chassis, everything you will see here. Here also let me run. Okay. Show system process extensive. When you will use this command, whenever your hardware is going to high CPU, right? You can execute this and exclude except 0.0. It means, so if any process is above 0.0, please display the information. It will display all the information here. See, it's empty. Idle is empty. It's not running much, but here you can see, right? What is the high? It's 14.16%. This daemon is running high. Then after chassis is running high. High in the sense like it is utilizing more. How you will say it is high utilization if you see 70%, 60%, right? It is a high utilization. When the daemon is hitting to 70%, 80% of utilization, that is called high CPU utilization. It is impacting on the services. Okay. Please remember these things. Okay. There are a lot of show commands. Okay. Find files, find all. Okay. Find. Find next, find next. So lot of show commands. So if you want to see the environment status, show chassis environment. It will show you power supplies are okay or not, routing engine health status is okay or not, whether it is how much, what is the heat, I mean what is the heat percentage, like measurements, 40 degrees centigrade or how much heat it is having. So each and every component information you will see here. Show chassis environment. Guys, if you need this file, I will send you through email also. This is one of the customer device information. Okay. Since you guys are learning, right, for learning purpose, we can check it, no problem. Okay. It's a 6 year back device information. If you need this file, let me know. I'll forward to you. Okay. That's it. So that is a file. See, if you execute commit and quit, it will commit it and it will quit to the CLI mode. Okay. And so we have completed everything. Okay. We didn't miss anything. And yeah, guys, one of the important information is, if you see, right, see, when you try to configure something, right, config. Okay. So configure, so set interfaces, em0.0 family inet address something 192.168.1.1/24 something. You try to configure this, but instead of, so you want to enter into at the starting point. Okay. If you want to enter, right, you can just simply give control A. See, if I give control A, it will, cursor will move to the beginning. If you give control E, it is going to the end. These are the shortcut commands. Everywhere it will be useful. Please remember this. Okay. Control A, it will help you to go at the beginning of the CLI. I mean, at the beginning of the command. Control E, it will be at at the end of the command. And if you want to remove one word, right, just give control W. Just give control W, C, control W. One word is, it is removing. Okay. So these are the shortcut keys. Please remember, they may ask you one of the question from this list, but currently he is not asking. Anyhow, remember these shortcuts. At least control A Control E and Control W. Okay. If you use Control D, right, character will remove one by one. Okay. Yeah. So these are the actions, uh, and if you want to configure any users in your system, right? So this is the commands. So set set user system, right? System hierarchy. Set system user. Sorry. So if you give control U, right? Something you typed it actually. Something I typed it wrongly. Give control U. Everything it will remove. See, I'm typing something randomly and give control U. It will be removed. So if you want to assign the users, right? So you need to go hierarchy, set system login user. So username you can give anything. Suppose uh, suppose Rajesh or something. Rajesh username. I just given this user I'm defining as a class. You can define as a classic user or anything. So you have to assign class. Okay, which class is a super user? I mean read write permissions, right? You can give your permissions to him. Okay, class. What's the class? The super user. See how many classes we have? 4 classes. Okay, but you can assign only one class. Only one class to the user. Guys, this is the Juniper certification question. Please note down whatever I'm saying right when I'm teaching you. Please note down in your book or somewhere else this Juniper certification question. The main examination questions I am giving you directly. Just 3 days back, I have written an exam again to renewal my Juniper certification. Okay, these are the questions they ask me. Okay, so set system login user. So you can assign anything. What are the possible operations we have? 4, but we can assign only one out of this. So the answer is 1. How many? Uh, how under the class hierarchy? Which one you will assign? Which method you will assign? Super user or read only or operator or unauthorized? They won't give much. Actually, they simply ask 1, 4, 3, 2. You will see there are four possible combinations, right? You will answer 4. No, only one class for one user. Okay, that is anything super user. I just created a user. Okay, with the login class. Okay, that's it. And you need to set an authentication. Okay, set system login user and Rajesh authentication, uh, plain text password. Okay, and it could be Rajesh at the rate 123 and Rajesh at the rate 123. Okay, now done. I'm exiting it. Oh, no, 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 I need to save, right? So you should not quit it. You need to do commit, right? So you need to do commit. Just let me do commit and let me go to the shell mode and then try to log in with Rajesh user. Okay. And after this, I will explain you another topic, and that's all for today. Okay. There are a lot of things. Yeah. So commit is done. I'm exiting it. Here also from I'm exiting it. See, I'm in shell mode now. Okay. I think I need to. Okay. I need to exit from here also. Login. It's asking login. So I created a user Rajesh, right? Let me log in with Rajesh. Rajesh at the rate 123. See, I'm able to log in with Rajesh. See, the username it will give you. So whenever you join in any company, right, they will create a users in TechX actually. So yeah, it will show you your username and who logged in Rajesh. If anyone executed any commit, it will show you the Rajesh keyword name and timestamp and everything. It will display it. Okay, this is about users. Any questions? It's simple. Simple. You can roll back it. If you want to roll back it, you can roll back it, or else go to the configuration mode, config. Okay. Just if you want to delete the config, delete system hierarchy, right? System What is the hierarchy? System, login, user. So what is the user? Rajesh you configure. Just give Rajesh. It will be delete and do commit check and commit. That's it. Or else just roll back one. You can give see show compare. Which one is easy? Rollback one is easy or typing the entire command is easy. So just rollback one. Remember this techniques. Rollback one. See here it is minus. Minus in the sense it is removing. It is removing everything. Okay, got it. Then do commit. It will do it. Yes. Yeah. Recently committed. If you want to see the what is the if yeah zero is always remember zero is a not committed config that is called candidate config. Okay, zero is always a candidate config. If you want to see what is the configuration on rollback one, right? Again, I'm telling you, show system rollback one. It will show you the rollback one configuration. This is all rollback one configuration. So it's a see. It's a rollback one. You need to see rollback zero. Recent one. Recent one is rollback zero. See user Rajesh we have given right. Any user see this is a command is. So this is a config. You can check it. You can check it and go to the config and rollback one. You can load it. Once load it, you don't need to commit it. Just compare it. Check the compare. I mean, is it removed or not? See, it's only removed rollback one config. If it is perfectly fine, if you satisfied it, then just commit it. Otherwise, if it is removing any other configuration, maybe other engineer, some other engineer also logged in and did some changes, right? So that is also a problem, right? Yeah. Uh, recording. Thank God. So, uh, so you can check it and you can remove it. Otherwise, if you want to remove only your changes, right? You can just do delete. Okay, delete, delete, and the entire syntax. Okay, yeah. So if you want to disable the interface, if you want to shut down the interface, so interface set you need to give set interface em1.0 just disable. That's it. It will shut down the interface. Okay, this is how you shut down the interface. So if you want to deactivate the interface, deactivate interface em1.0. So what is the difference between shutdown and deactivate? Shutdown in the sense it will completely shut down, but deactivate in the sense it will listen the traffic, but it will not take any. It discard the all the packets. The interface is up, but it will discard the all the packets. Okay, whatever it is hitting to M1 that interface. Okay, that is the difference between deactivate and disable. Okay, so we have covered everything here. I think there we have covered a lot of things which I I didn't entered in this document. Okay, so better you watch the video that will be helpful for you. So rollback stuff, commit and complete, and all. Okay, these are all the informations. So we almost covered the basics. We almost covered rescue configuration and all. Okay, users also we created. I have created only one user. Okay, so these are the verification commands. You can do it. Okay, so I have another document. Very few information, important information, and they will ask you in interview also, guys. So please focus. Just it's a small information only. Uh, uh, I have downloaded right. I think here. Where is the downloaded? Okay. Just now, let me open another modes. Okay. So far, any questions? Any questions? If you have, you can ask me. So next week, so you have to practice entire thing in this week. I will give you some assignments also. Keep practicing on it. Yeah, someone is Yeah, just for enabling the interface, right? After disabling it. So you mean set interfaces. Okay. So set interfaces EM1.0 family inet some address. So you don't have to give any family inet, just interface you can disable it. Suppose if you disable it, right? You entered it. If you want to enable it back, just same command delete set uh, sorry delete set not set delete interface EM1.0 disable. That's it. You just remove the command. That's it. Disable. That's it. It will be deleted. See, if you do show compare, whatever you have done, it will show you. Nothing. It is showing. Yeah. So set in the sense you are assigning something. Delete in the sense you are deleting something. Under which hierarchy? This hierarchy. Okay. This is how it is. So for yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. Absolutely correct. So similarly, same. If you deactivate the interface right here, so if you deactivated any interface, just use activate keyword. That's it. Okay. The difference between deactivate and activate is if you disable the interface, you need to delete it. If you deactivate the interface, you need to activate it. Activate is a command. Okay. You can activate the interfaces, sir. You can activate the protocols also. You can activate protocols, OSPF, anything, whatever you deactivated, right? You can activate it. Okay. Yeah. These are the shortcuts. No, shutdown. There is no such a keyboard for shutdown. Disable you can use. Yeah. Yes. Port is shut down. I mean, disable is port is down. Port it will is manually down. See, let me shut down one interface here. Okay. Set interface EM 1.0 disable. Right. Let me commit it quickly. Okay. Now let me check run show interface stars. See, the port is down, right? EM 1.0 is down. Okay, it's down. Okay, that is. Otherwise, if you yeah, yeah, admin in the sense this state is at your local machine. Okay, if you connected point to point link and this is link protocol. Okay, the link state is always maybe if you configure duplex mismatch or if you configure wrong IP address. So this is the physical properties. It will tell you the physical properties. It will tell you the protocol properties like maybe of duplex mismatch or any IP address is not match. I mean not match in the sense it is not within the same subnet. It will tell you like this. Yeah, yeah. It's a link state. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to tell you one more important thing, guys. This is another Juniper certification question. Okay. Yeah. So we have two configuration modes. One is configure private. Another one is configure exclusive. Okay. We have different three kinds of configuration. Configuration in the sense anyone can enter configuration mode. Okay. However, see in real time in real organization they use configure exclusive. See, I'll tell you one thing. In Juniper device, I logged on the Rajesh is logged on the device. Okay, Rajesh is logged on the device. He is doing some changes. Parallelly, Ramesh is also logging the device and he does some changes. If they're doing commit right. He did some changes and it will it will commit the Ramesh config also. See, Rajesh doing some changes and parallelly Ramesh also doing some changes. Okay, before committing Ramesh, right? Rajesh is did commit, so both the configuration it will commit. So that will be a big problem, right? In real time. We don't know it's such a big network. Lot of people are trying to log in this device, trying to do some changes, right? Currently, automation plays a vital role. So automation is stopping everything. So you cannot log into the configuration mode without any proper approval. If you enter it right, it will throw a flag. You enter into the configuration mode and everyone, it will go to the everyone. This particular guy enter into the configuration mode. Okay. In Amazon, whatever the networking device, if you enter into the configuration mode, it will trigger a flag. Particular username, he has entered into the configuration mode. So uh, all big organizations implementing the automation. So in other organizations like ISPs and all, a lot of people are entering into it, right? So that's the reason they come up with the two modes. One is private mode, one is configure exclusive mode. So the configuration private mode, you can see here. Configure mode, this is the configure mode. No one can log the configuration. If all users can make the changes. Okay, that is the default one. Configure exclusive. If one user locks the configuration and makes changes without interference from other user. So if you enter into the configuration mode, configure exclusive mode, so for you the database is locked. The configuration database is locked and no one can do commit. Okay, if you enter into the configuration mode. Okay, so suppose Ramesh is entered into the configuration exclusive mode. Other guy cannot enter into the configuration mode because someone is already working on it. Once he is finished, you have to wait. Until he's finished, you have to wait. Okay. So one user locks the configuration, entire configuration thing. Other user cannot log into the configuration thing. Is it clear? This is called configuration exclusive. Okay. So if you enter into the configuration mode while another user has logged the configuration, so it will show you a number. You know, this user is this admin user or Rajesh is a user. So I'll show you now. Okay, here I am, right? So let me exit configuration exclusive. So if you enter a configuration exclusive, so it is showing uncommitted changes will be discarded on entering the configuration mode. So whatever it is, uncommitted changes, right, that will be discarded. Now the database is locked. If anyone trying to log this device, right, they cannot log in now because I enter into the exclusively. I enter into the configuration mode. Okay, that's it. Another one is configuration private. What do you mean by configuration private? So configuration private in the sense each user have their own private database. Okay, multiple users can edit and configure the configuration, but it won't impact with other configuration. As I said right earlier, Rajesh is logged in and he's doing some changes in global configuration mode, normal mode. I also do it the same thing, and I did it committed, but he did commit, and my configuration is also executed. Right? It's a normal mode. So private mode, what will happen? Private mode, what it will do? Each and every user have their own database. Okay, Rajesh can do their own configuration, Ramesh can do their own configuration, and Shinu can do his own configuration, and everyone has their own private configuration mode. And if I do commit, right, it won't impact with other configuration. Okay, you can do it. Okay, yeah, multiple users can enter into the configuration mode, and the first commit operation takes the precedence over subsequent commit operations. Okay, yeah. So this is it. And I want to show you one more thing, rename. So suppose there is a lot of features, guys, in Juniper. Let me go to configure. Okay. Now the interface. Set. I'm configuring one thing. Set interface. Okay. Set interface. Interface name, right? EM1.0 family inet address. By mistakenly I given EM1.2. EM1.2. Okay. Interface family inet address 192.168.1.1/24. Just I have given, but I did a mistake. Here there is not one, there is two, only two. So how you can manage? You have to delete entire configure, entire command, or you need to remove it and you need to configure it again. However, there is a shortcut case. So you can use replace or rename. Okay, you can use replace or rename. So they will ask you one question from this replace rename. Okay, so here is the information. So if you use rename, right, an existing configuration setting such as interface name or something, right, this command can be useful when you adding a new interface to your device. Suppose I did a mistake, right? So I can use rename pattern. You can give anything. Rename interface, right? So this is the hierarchy. You can renaming the interface. So rename interface and what interface you have configured EM1, right? EM1 unit 2. EM1 unit 2. Actually, sub interface you used to call unit. So EM1 unit 2 with your uh, 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 1 second. EM1.2. Okay. 2 right? 2 EM1.0. I'm just renaming it. This interface I'm renaming it. 1.2. So I'm just renaming it because it's a interface is I wrongly configured, right? So I just clicked on it. Oh, something. Oh, I think you can give only interface hierarchy level, not sub interface. Okay. Uh, 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 1 second. Let's try this EM unit 2 with uh, just 2 unit. Okay. Now I want to change only unit, right? The sub interface. So let's give 0. Yes. Target 0 is already existed. So let's see run show interface does. Yeah, I think I have already configured multiple, right? Let's see. Run show interface does. Yeah, 1.0 is already configured and it is down actually. That's the thing. Okay, let me take 2.0. Okay, set interface EM 2.0 family inet address any IP 192.168.11.1/24. So I just mistakenly configured this 11.1 on EM2. This interface. So this IP is supposed to configure on EM 3.0. Suppose EM 3.0. So what I'm doing, I just want to configure this on EM2/0. So you can replace it. Okay, replace or rename the interface. Rename interface EM 2.0 EM2 just EM2 with EM2 to EM4. Now it's renamed and let's see show compare. See, you will see right EM4. It has the configuration is removed from interface EM2 and it is assigned to EM4. So if you see right, show display set, see EM4 have the 11.1. Earlier I have assigned to EM2. Okay, by using this rename, you can replace the rename, or if you want to copy the entire configuration. Suppose if you want to copy the configuration, right? From you want to copy the configuration from EM0.2 here another EM, you can just copy the configuration. Okay, you can just copy interface EM0 to another interface EM3. See just same configuration you will see here. See EM3 also you will see the same configuration, right? You will see the EM1 to EM3. Both are having same configuration. Yeah, that's how it is, guys. Okay, and that is a copy the configuration. Replace. If you want to replace the particular thing, you can use pattern. Replace pattern and single thing you can replace it. We will also see that. So replace pattern. So there are two things here. Replace pattern. Replace with. You can replace with. See, there are two things. If you go with replace pattern, regular expression that matches value to be replaced. Whatever the exact value, right? That should be replaced. If you go with replace, that entire character string will be replaced. Other than the interfaces, right? Yeah. So replace. I'll go with pattern. Okay. What pattern? Suppose EM1 with, I think, with EM2. So it will change. So we are replacing EM1 with EM2. So let's see. Show display set. See, there is no EM1 now. We are replacing everything. Earlier, see, there was a EM1, right? Here there was a EM1. Okay, we are replacing everyone with everything with EM2. Okay, yeah, you can use these shortcuts when you do some mistakes during configuration, right? You can practice these shortcuts and you can do it. If you want, so exercises also here. I have given exercises also here. See, you can practice it here, and you can practice it on loopback interface or anywhere. Okay, or else you can Google it. You will get it. And one more thing, guys, if you see my screen, right, I have a uh, I have a Juniper the certification book, complete certification book I have. So if you want, I will give it to you. It is having 700 pages. If you're fascinated about to learning the technology and Juniper, right? Let me know. I have the information. I will give it to you. Okay. So one moment. Let me open this. So I have it. See, this is the book, Junos Beginners Guides, right? JNCIA Study Guide. So these study guides I will give it to you. Also JNCIA S and P also. If you want to learn something practically, Juniper JNCIA study guide is a very good book. You can learn about protocols also. I will give it to you next week. I will give it to you, not now. Okay? Yeah. So that's all for today. Let's see if I miss anything. So we have configured these interfaces. We use all the features. If I miss anything, creating rescue configuration also we have done. I think we covered all the features. And this is the route preference value for each routing protocol. Please remember it. I have given a static route lab also. By using this syntaxes, guys, use this topology in your JNS3 and configure a static route. See what I'm doing here. I have configured here set. Okay, set interfaces, interface name. Here interface is EM0.0. So please remember what interfaces you are taking it. Based on this topology, okay, based on this topology, you can create a static route. So how many people know about static route? How many people does know about static route routing? If anyone knows about static route, you can configure this in Juniper. Otherwise, next week I will explain you about static route routing. So how many members? Only Rajesh knows. Okay. No worries, guys. I will explain you about routing next week. Yeah, you guys know, right? Just practice with the Juniper CLI. People, whoever knows, right? Just practice with Juniper CLI and see show route command and try to ping the IP addresses. Okay, just practice it. Okay, this is beyond the JNCIA. However, I'm giving one example here. Okay, so far what we have covered here today. Okay, let me open our website. Okay. Oh, Google is recognizing my web server. Nice. Okay, go to the Juniper. Okay, so always daily at least visit once. Okay, verify this. So we have covered everything. This IPv6 and COS I will teach you later. This longest prefix match I will already explain yesterday, and binary number also. So we'll do lab one OSPF for static route lab and verify it. So today we have discussed software architecture, control plane and forward planes, everything, routing engine, packet forward engine, transit traffic, exception traffic, and all user interfaces. Okay, so reverting to the previous configurations, the rollbacks. Okay, modifying, managing. That's what uh, replace, replace with, and rename and copy configuration. Everything. Checking the configuration, show configuration or default set. So tomorrow I will see user accounts also we have discussed, and there is a factory default state. So if you want to load factory default, right, use request system zero size. Okay, so request system zero size is a command. It will erase everything like your mobile phone, right? If you want to erase everything, you can use erase command, right? I mean some factory default. Same. If you execute request system zero size, it will erase everything. Guys, do not play with zero size. When I was working as a Juniper tag, I will give you a real time example. When I was working with the Juniper tag engineer, right? So one of the US customer is the device MX240 is located in MX48 is located in hospital. Entire the big hospital is working based on MX240. Okay, so he has an issue with the clock. Since I have a good command in hardware, so I suggested them to remove, erase there is a bug actually, software bug, software glitch due to that reason. So it is not internally coordinating with the hardware and not showing the result, clock information. So I suggested him to erase everything. So the junk files will be removed and everything will be, you know, removed and it will show you as a fresh piece. So, but for that, he told me to, I told him, you have to collect the files. It's a very risky thing. You take the configuration backup and we'll do it. He checked with his managers and he agreed to do. And before I do zero size, right? What happened? I told him, please take the config backup. What he said, yeah, I have taken backup, but he hasn't taken the backup. I am not sure he has taken the backup, but after doing zero size, I was asking configuration file. He said he was searching, still searching. File is missing. Now I screwed up myself. It's a big escalation. We have only 45 minutes to recover the device. Luckily, in my Juniper database, there's a JTAG ticketing system, right? So whenever the user create a ticket, they will upload the logs. Sorry. From the logs, I found the configuration file. I quickly configure the device and I bring back the device online. Okay. So when you play with zero size command, be cautious. Okay, it will impact on your career as well. Luckily, before 10 minutes, right? I bring back that device online. Okay. So user authentication methods is done. Interface types, properties, we discussed configuration groups. So these additional things I will explain you later. Archival we have discussed, logging and tracing, rescue configuration, everything is done. So next week, operational maintenance and routing fundamentals, very important. Routing fundamentals, and these are the important things, guys. In Cisco, ACLs, we used to call ACLs and route maps. One second. Let me drink some water. Okay. So these are the routing policies and firewall filters, very important. Firewall filters we call access control list, both are same function. Routing policies we call policies. Route maps, you can say route maps. We can discuss this thing. This is an important class. You should not miss it. Okay. Yeah. And I will explain this as well. Routing fundamentals. And see, Saturday I will complete all these chapters. Okay. Sunday, I think firewall filters, and I will discuss about more about this. And after 1 hour of discussion, right? Sunday we are going to write an exam. Next Sunday we are going to write not the main exam, the voucher exam. We are going to write the voucher exam. Okay, that's all for today. Let me stop the recording.